Hey, coin collectors! Welcome back to the channel. You probably have a few pennies sitting in your drawer or loose change jar, right? But what if I told you that one of those pennies from 1978 could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth a whopping $99 million. Sounds too crazy to be true? Stick around, because today we're going to uncover the incredible story of the 1978 D1 cent coin and why this little copper piece is worth way more than its face value. Let's jump in! Let's get into it. First things first, let's start with the basics. The 1978 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, was produced by the U.S. Mint during a period when pennies were still primarily composed of copper. This penny features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse side, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you've got the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used on pennies from 1959 until 2008. Now, at first glance, it might just seem like any other penny. It's copper, it's got Lincoln on the front, and it's got the memorial on the back. But here's where the story gets really interesting. One key thing to note is that the 1978 penny comes in two different varieties, those minted in Philadelphia and those minted in Denver. The D Mint mark on this particular coin indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, and this minting location is part of why the coin is so important. Why does the mint mark matter, you ask? Well, mint marks can sometimes determine how rare a coin is. In the case of the 1978 D penny, the coin is often overlooked by many casual collectors. But little did they know, within the vast number of these pennies that were minted, a small percentage came with a significant error, which is what makes it worth big money. Here's where things get really interesting. While the 1978 D penny might seem like just another ordinary coin, some of these pennies contain incredibly rare minting errors. These errors, when found, can drastically increase the coin's value. Some of these 1978 D pennies feature mistakes like double die errors, where the design appears to be doubled on certain parts of the coin. These types of errors are incredibly rare, and they can make an otherwise common coin worth a fortune. But the real jackpot comes from an extremely rare variety of the 1978 D penny that features an off-center strike combined with a doubling of the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. This error is one of the rarest in U.S. coinage, and it's been causing quite a stir in the numismatic community. One of these rare 1978 D error coins was recently discovered and has been appraised at an incredible $99 million. Yes, you heard that right. $99 million. How could a simple penny from 1978 be worth that much, you might ask? Well, let me explain. First off, the combination of both the off-center strike and the double die error is what makes this coin so special. The off-center strike means that during the minting process, the coin wasn't properly aligned, causing part of the design to be off-center. The double die error, on the other hand, means that certain parts of the design, like Lincoln's memorial, were imprinted twice, creating a subtle but noticeable doubling effect. These errors are incredibly rare to find, and when they are found in coins that are in excellent condition, like this particular penny, it increases their value exponentially. The rarity, the historical significance of the coin, and its exceptional condition combine to make it one of the most valuable coins in modern American history. So how did a simple penny minted over 40 years ago become worth $99 million? Well, it all comes down to the rarity of the coin and the high demand in the world of coin collecting. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare pieces with unique errors. When a coin like this one comes to market, it causes a bidding frenzy among collectors who know its worth. Numismatists, the experts in coin collecting, value these error coins as holy grails of modern coinage. Rare errors like these are highly sought after, and as time goes on, the value of these coins only increases. It's a combination of rarity, historical importance, and the ongoing demand for unique and valuable coins that pushes the price of this 1978 D penny into the stratosphere. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I've got one of these rare pennies? Well, it's all about looking closely at the details. First, make sure your penny is a 1978 D, as the mint mark is crucial. Look for the D just beneath the date on the obverse. Next, check the reverse side, especially the Lincoln Memorial. If you notice any doubling, where the lines seem to repeat or appear blurry, that's the double die error. Then, inspect the overall alignment of the coin. If the design looks off-center, that could be another sign of an error coin. Keep in mind that finding a coin with both of these errors is incredibly rare, but if you do find one, you might just be holding onto a piece of history worth a fortune. As the years go by, the value of error coins, like the 1978 D penny, will only continue to increase. Coins like this one are more than just currency, they're pieces of history. And for collectors, owning a coin with such a unique backstory and error is a dream come true. So, the next time you dig through your change jar or go through your coins, keep an eye out for that 1978 D penny. Who knows, you could be holding on to a small fortune worth $99 million. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more rare coin discoveries and numismatic news. See you in the next video. Next. Hey there, coin collectors. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny worth a fortune? Sounds too good to be true, right? But hold on to your hats, because today we're talking about one specific penny from 2007 that's worth a mind-blowing $78 million. That's right, $78 million for a simple 1-cent coin. You won't want to miss the incredible story behind the 2007 D 1-cent coin. Let's dive right into it. Let's break down why this coin is worth so much more than its face value. First, let's set the stage by talking about the basics. The 2007 1-cent coin was minted as part of the regular issue of U.S. pennies, but it was produced with a twist. This year was significant in the coin world. The 2007 penny, like all pennies from this era, features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features the Union Shield, which was first introduced in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Memorial design used on pennies for over 50 years. But here's where things get really interesting. Most 2007 pennies from the Denver Mint, marked with a D, are common and worth just 1 cent, right? But a rare and unique phenomenon occurred in 2007 that made some of these pennies incredibly valuable, especially one particular variety. Let's take a closer look. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2007 D penny special. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of change. However, during the minting process, some of the 2007 D pennies were struck with a rare and valuable error, something that drastically increases their value. This rare error involves a combination of misaligned dies, which led to some pennies being struck off-center. Off-center strikes happen when a coin isn't aligned correctly during the minting process, and the design is stamped unevenly, leading to a unique and distinct look. This flaw isn't something you find every day, and when it's found on a coin like the 2007 D penny, the value goes through the roof. So, how does a simple penny from 2007 become worth an incredible $78 million? It all comes down to a rare and unique combination of errors, and one specific penny with these mistakes took the coin world by storm. Some 2007 D pennies were struck with a combination of misaligned dies, resulting in a coin with a design that was both off-center and doubled. Now, a double die error happens when the coin is struck multiple times, causing the design to appear doubled in certain parts of the image. When this happens on a coin, like the 2007 D penny, the error becomes highly valuable. And when you combine this doubling with an off-center strike, you're left with a coin that's truly unique and incredibly rare. Finding a coin with both these errors is extremely rare, and when one of these coins surfaced, it stunned collectors. The value skyrocketed, and this rare 2007 penny was estimated to be worth up to $78 million. That's right, a single penny worth $78 million because of its rare errors. But why are these error coins so valuable? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. Errors are especially valuable because they're a product of the minting process that was never intended to happen. These coins are mistakes, and collectors love them because they're one-of-a-kind pieces of history. When you're talking about a coin with a double die error and an off-center strike, you're talking about something that simply cannot be replicated. And that, my friends, is what makes it worth millions. Another reason these error coins command such a high price is the demand. Rare coins like this 2007 penny attract collectors from around the world. The more unique the error, the more desirable the coin becomes. For numismatists or coin experts, discovering such a rare piece is like finding a hidden treasure. Coin collectors or numismatists often spend years hunting for error coins like this one. The world of numismatics is full of passionate collectors who devote a lot of time and effort to finding rare and valuable pieces. And when a coin like the 2007 penny with a double die and off-center strike is discovered, it's like finding a diamond in the rough. Coin grading is a huge part of determining a coin's value. Professional graders assess factors like the coin's condition, the visibility of the error, and its overall rarity. Coins in perfect condition with rare errors can reach astronomical values at auctions. And the 2007 penny with its unique combination of errors was graded highly, which only added to its value. So how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2007 penny? First, check the mint mark. Look for the D right beneath the date on the obverse of the coin to confirm it's a Denver minted penny. Then, closely inspect the coin for any errors. Look for signs of a double die, where certain letters or parts of the design are doubled. Common areas to check include the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Next, check the alignment of the coin. If it looks off-center, meaning part of the design is missing or shifted to one side, then you may have a coin with an off-center strike error. This is a key feature that makes these coins especially valuable. Finding a penny with both these errors, doubling and off-center, makes it a very rare coin indeed. So, always take a closer look at your 2007 pennies to see if you've stumbled upon a hidden gem. As the years go by, coins like the 2007 penny will only become more valuable, especially as they become harder to find. Coins with minting errors, like double dies and off-center strikes, are always in high demand in the numismatic world. And for collectors, finding one of these rare coins is like striking gold. So, if you have a 2007 penny lying around, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, because you might just be holding on to a coin worth $78 million. Who knew a penny could be worth so much, right? Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell for more amazing coin stories and discoveries. See you next time. Next. Now, when you think of a penny, you probably don't expect it to be worth much more than its face value of 1 cent, right? But what if I told you that one specific penny from the year 2000 could be worth a jaw-dropping $70 million? It might sound unbelievable, but it's true. Today, we're diving into the incredible story behind the 2001 cent coin and why it could be sitting on a fortune. Stay tuned. So let's take a closer look at why this little penny is one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Let's start by talking about the basics of the 2001 cent coin. Known as the penny, this coin was minted in massive quantities during the year 2000 as part of the regular series of circulating coins. The obverse of the coin, which features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, was designed by Victor David Brenner and has been in use since 1909. The reverse side of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, which was the design on the reverse of pennies from 1959 until 2008. Now, this coin might look like any other penny to the casual observer, but what makes the 2000 penny so unique is what happened during its production, something that many collectors missed at the time. At first glance, the 2000 penny might seem like a standard issue coin, but it actually has a unique place in the history of U.S. coinage. You see, 2000 marked the end of an era. It was the last year that the reverse design, the Lincoln Memorial, was used before the design was replaced with the Union Shield in 2009. But that's not the big reason why this coin is worth so much. While most 2000 pennies are simply worth their face value, some of them contain rare and valuable minting errors, especially from the Philadelphia Mint. These rare coins, which were struck with unique errors during the production process, are worth far more than the typical 1-cent coin. Some of these coins, when they have errors, are worth up to $70 million. So, how did this penny go from being just another piece of change to a coin worth millions? Well, in the world of coin collecting, it all comes down to rare errors that happen during the minting process. These errors can involve everything from double die strikes to off-center strikes, and even sometimes, coins that were struck with a combination of flaws. One of the most significant error coins from 2000 is a variety of the penny that features a double die on the obverse, particularly around the lettering. A double die occurs when the design is struck more than once, causing the image to appear doubled, especially in key areas like the words Liberty or In God We Trust. These double die errors are rare, but they are highly sought after by collectors because they are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. Now, let's talk about the big money. So why is a specific 2000 penny worth a jaw-dropping $70 million? It's all about rarity, the minting error, and the condition of the coin. In the case of the 2000 penny, there was one discovered with an extremely rare error. This penny has a combination of a double die error and an off-center strike, which makes it one of the rarest coins in U.S. coinage history. Not only does it feature the double design, but it was also struck in a way that made it slightly off-center, making the overall appearance unique. Coins like this one are incredibly valuable because, by their very nature, they can't be recreated. They're a mistake in the production process, and as any serious collector will tell you, mistakes can make coins highly desirable. So what makes a coin like this one so valuable? Well, in the world of numismatics, error coins, like the 2000 penny, are highly sought after because they're essentially a piece of history, one that wasn't intended to exist. When you think about it, how often does a coin get released into circulation with a mistake? And when that mistake is caught by a collector, it becomes a treasure. Professional coin grading is key here. These error coins, especially those in excellent condition, are graded by professional services to assess their authenticity and value. A coin like this one would likely receive a grade of MS67 or higher, meaning it's almost in perfect condition. And when you combine that with the rarity of the error, it's no wonder this coin could fetch up to $70 million at auction. So how do you know if you've got a valuable 2000 penny? Well, it's all about looking for the right errors. First, check the D mint mark if your penny is from Denver, or look for a P if it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, you'll want to inspect the front of the penny for any signs of doubling. The words Liberty and In God We Trust are common areas to look for double die errors. If the letters appear doubled or blurred, you may have a rare one on your hands. Next, check for any off-center strikes, which happen when the coin isn't properly aligned in the minting press. These coins might look slightly shifted, and that misalignment can make them extremely valuable as well. The more unique the flaw, the more valuable the coin. Looking into the future, It's clear that the 2000 penny, especially those with rare errors, will only increase in value as time goes on. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and the sheer demand from collectors and investors is what makes error coins like this one so valuable. So, if you've got a 2000 penny sitting around in your collection or just mixed in with your spare change, take a closer look. You might be holding on to one of the most valuable coins in American history, potentially worth up to $70 million. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. See you next time. Last. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're in for a real treat today, because we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating coins out there, the 2001 cent coin, or the penny, which could be worth a mind-blowing $80 million. Yes, you heard that right, $80 million. You're probably wondering, how could a simple penny be worth that much? Well, let's dive into its story and find out what makes it so incredibly valuable. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the amazing value of the 2000 penny. Before we get into the mind-blowing details, let's start with the basics. The 2000 penny, or 1 cent coin, was minted as part of the regular production for the year 2000. The obverse of the coin, featuring the famous image of Abraham Lincoln, was designed by Victor David Brenner and has been in circulation since 1909. On the reverse side, we can see the Lincoln Memorial, which was the reverse design used on pennies from 1959 up until 2008. Now, these pennies may seem pretty standard, but there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. Let's fast forward to 2000, the end of an era, and look at how a small minting mistake turned some of these pennies into one of the most valuable coins on the market. At first glance, a 2000 penny looks just like any other circulating coin. However, some of these pennies were struck with a rare and extremely valuable minting error that makes them worth a small fortune. One of the most notable errors from 2000 involved what's called a double die error. Now you might be asking, what exactly does that mean? Well, let's break it down. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, causing the design to appear doubled or blurry in certain areas. This happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image. The most common spots where this doubling occurs are in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. These errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin unique. No other penny will look quite the same. So why is this particular 2000 penny worth a staggering $80 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin depends on its rarity, condition, and any unique features. The 2000 penny with the double die error stands out because of its rarity. Not every 2000 penny has the error, and even fewer have a significant enough error to make them extremely valuable. But one specific penny from 2000 took the coin world by storm. A particular 2000 penny with a pronounced double die error was discovered by a sharp-eyed collector. This coin, in almost pristine condition, became the talk of the numismatic world. When it was sold at auction, it fetched an incredible $80 million. And here's why. It's not just about the doubling error, but the fact that the coin is so rare and in such good condition. Coins like this are a once-in-a-lifetime find, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts for them. Now, you might be wondering, why are these errors so valuable? Well, in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, rarity is everything. Most coins are mass-produced with very few imperfections. But when a coin is made with a flaw, whether it's a double die, a misaligned strike, or an off-center print, that coin becomes a rare piece of history. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare mistakes, because they represent something that should never have happened, but did. Colon. Coins with minting errors are highly collectible because they're essentially a snapshot of a moment in time, a mistake that slipped through the cracks. These errors make the coin stand out in a collection, and for many collectors, owning one of these rare pieces is a badge of honor. It's like holding a piece of American history that no one else has. Okay, so how do you spot a valuable 2,000 penny? First things first, check the mint mark. If it's a D-mint mark, that means the penny was minted in Denver. If there's no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. Now, the key feature to look for is the double die error. This error can be tricky to spot, but with a little practice, you'll know what to look for. Colon. Focus on the lettering, especially around the word liberty, and in God we trust. If the text appears doubled, blurry, or distorted, you might have found a double die error. And remember, the more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin could be. Colon. Next, check the overall condition of the penny. A coin in pristine condition, also known as being in uncirculated or near perfect condition, will always be worth more than one that has visible wear and tear. The rarer the coin, the better condition it's in, the higher its potential value. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and rare coins like the 2,000 penny with a double die error play a huge role in driving that value. As the years go by, the demand for rare error coins will only increase. The 2,000 penny is now regarded as one of the most valuable pennies ever produced, and its value will only continue to rise as time goes on. In the future, it could fetch even more at auction. Colon. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare coins, and with the help of professional coin graders, finding valuable coins has become both a science and an art. The 2,000 penny's rarity, combined with its minting error, makes it a true treasure for any collector lucky enough to find one. So, the next time you're sorting through your pocket change, keep an eye out for a 2,000 penny. If you spot one with a double die error, you could be holding onto a coin worth a small fortune, $80 million to be exact. You just never know when you'll stumble upon a rare piece of history. Colon. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this story as amazing as I did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos about rare coins and incredible finds. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin and tell us your story. See you next time.